High prices, low quality, and zero standards. Tim Hortons used to be sacred in this country. It wasn't just coffee, it was a Canadian identity.
Guess what happened next?
They got your order wrong.
Yeah, they got my order completely wrong. Isn't that insane?
Medium regular, everything bagel, toasted with cream cheese. Back food!
Why do I even bother coming here?
Tim Hortons, this is for you. I don't care who you hire, but can you make sure that they speak English?
When you go to Tim Hortons and ask for a sausage, egg, biscuit, and this is what they give you.
Oh my god. Never going to a fucking Tim Hortons ever again.
Welcome to Canadian Rant. Alright, we need to talk about Tim Hortons. What happened? This used to be the place. Morning coffee, hockey parents, road trips, double-double and a smile. Now, cold coffee, wrong orders, long drive-through lines, shrinking portions, prices going up, quality going down, and Canadians are noticing. People aren't just complaining, they're leaving. They're going to McDonald's, local cafes, anywhere but Tim's. So what changed? Was it corporate cost cutting? Is it rush training? Is it expansion over quality? Why does it feel like the brand we grew up with doesn't care anymore? In this video, we're breaking down why so many Canadians feel like Tim Hortons just isn't Tim Hortons anymore. Because this isn't just about coffee, it's about standards, it's about pride. And yeah, it's about respect for customers. Let's get into it.
Tim Hortons is a perfect mirror of modern Canada. High prices, low quality, and zero standards. Tim Hortons used to be sacred in this country. It wasn't just coffee, it was a Canadian identity. Early mornings, road trips, hockey nights, it stood for quality and pride. And now, the coffee's shit, the food is shit, the prices are insane. This is what happens when you replace excellence with politics, when you replace competence with slogans. And the same thing happened to this country. Look around you. Housing is impossible, food is unaffordable, crime is rising, and the government's solution to it all is more debt and more immigrants who don't work. The exact same strategy as Tim Hortons. More volume and shit quality and hoping nobody notices. This is why everybody's pissed off here. This is why everyone's broke. Tim Hortons didn't fall because of market forces. It fell because Canada fell first with the same disease. No leadership and no vision. And if you still think Canada is fine, keep drinking the shitty coffee.
Welcome to Tim Hortons. My name's Duncan. How can I take your order? A medium regular and an everything bagel toasted with cream cheese, please. Alrighty then. Your total is $3.86. Drive on up. Thanks, Duncan. Have a good one, buddy. Have a great weekend, eh? And make sure you watch the Blue Jays tonight.
Tim Hortons, what do you want to add?
Medium regular and...
Medium double, anything else?
Bro, chill and actually pay attention and listen to my order.
What else you want to add?
Medium regular and an everything bagel toasted with cream cheese, please.
Medium regular, everything bagel, toasted with cream cheese. Back food!
Why do I even bother coming here? Jesus Christ.
When you go to Tim Hortons and ask for a sausage, egg, biscuit, and this is what they give you. Can you freaking believe this? No sausage. Okay, number one. And what is this? A house hippo? What is that? Jesus.
Tim Hortons, this is for you. I don't care who you hire. You want to hire everybody from the same nationality. I don't care. But can you make sure that they speak English? Can you make sure that they understand me and I understand them? There should be like basic. Maybe have the hiring manager not be from the same nationality of the person that they're hiring. Just a thought. Because maybe they understand each other, but I don't understand them, and they don't understand me. My coffee's easy. Medium, 2 cream. Get to the window, Earl Grey tea. Can I get a carton of milk? I get to the window, they gave me a medium coffee, triple with milk. I don't understand. Let's just make sure whoever it is, doesn't matter. They need to speak English. And they need to understand English. And they need to not get mad when they get the order. They make it look like it's my fault. It's not my fault. I speak clearly. Medium, 2 cream, please. That's all I ask.
Bring you over here. Extra large,
dark roast, double, espresso, fingers the fuck.
Please get too much espresso.
Shut the fuck up. Give me my coffee. Give me my coffee. Why the fuck are you arguing with me? It's super simple. Coffee in hand, I leave. Are you done? Coffee in hand, throw forward, seat. Everyone, shut the fuck up. I told you. How many times I have to tell you? 7 times. Extra large, dark roast, double. You give me my coffee.
All right, guys, I don't know if you guys are seeing what's happening with Tim Hortons today. In Grimsby, Ontario, there was a new franchise owner of 4 locations, I believe, that did the unthinkable, did something that is unbelievably disgraceful. For Tim Hortons, who rides off the backs of Canadians in the Canadian name, this owner, which many other Tim Hortons are doing as well, has decided to fire all of the Canadian longtime workers there to replace them with none other than temporary foreign workers. There was recently a CBC article where it was proven and shown that Tim Hortons was campaigning with Liberal MPs to remove the cap for temporary foreign workers, to allow them to hire as many temporary foreign workers as they can to fill their restaurants, to save them money. Tim Hortons has since released a statement that they're going to backtrack on what has happened in Grimsby, and that new owner is going to rehire all the Canadian workers that were let go. This is a consequence, guys, of social media. You know, people critique social media all the time, and rightfully so in many cases, but in these cases, when you provide light to these types of situations, what it does is it provides the response of accountability. And that's what you're seeing here, guys. We cannot allow this to happen, guys. We cannot allow a Canadian restaurant to use the authenticity and beauty of Canada to illustrate the image that this is a Canadian brand, but then fill it with temporary foreign workers while Canadians don't have these jobs. These are entry-level jobs that young Canadians from 15 to 24 years old can occupy. The unemployment rate for young Canadians is at an all-time high, at around 16%, guys. We can't be bringing in temporary foreign workers while our own Canadians are at home unable to work.
I just got back from Tim Hortons. You won't believe what happened.
What, they didn't speak any English?
Not a lick of English. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can believe that.
Guess what happened next?
They got your order wrong.
Yeah, they got my order completely wrong. Isn't that insane?
No, it's not that insane. And then what happened? The bathroom was out of order?
Yeah, the bathroom was out of order. Some guy was ODing in there. I shit my pants. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
Yeah, I've heard of such things, yeah.
That has got to be the worst Tim Hortons ever.
No, actually, they're all like that. Yeah, they're all terrible.
I got stories. When I was in Niagara Falls, my partner wanted coffee. So, where did we go? We saw this place all over Niagara. It's called Tim Hortons, right? And we saw that they're open 24 hours. Being from the west side, seeing a place that's open 24 hours, we're thinking, oh, maybe it's like east side version of like Dutch Bros Coffee. If you know, you know. Right? So we pull up to Tim Hortons, little cafe, coffee shop thing. They got a drive-through. Not that great, honestly. Soon as we pull up, what can I get for you? What can I get for you? I'm like, damn, bitch, calm the fuck down. And then once we pay, we pay, just, no, thank you, have a great day, nothing. Personally, Tim Hortons, nah, not that great, personally.
Canada has the worst Tim Hortons menu. Part 2. I just want you to take a good hard look at this menu and tell me that this is fair. What's so ironic to me is how many like maple things. We got like the maple chicken sandwich. We've got, you know, look at this maple turkey melt. Look at this. Montreal latte. We don't even have this in Canada in most provinces. I don't even know what half of this is, but it looks so good. Canadian poutine, which was discontinued at a lot of places. They got mac and cheese. They got mac and cheese. Bro, their sandwiches look so much better. They even got salmon avocado toast. I just don't know what to make of any of this. I don't know why Timmy's in Canada, even if it's not Canadian owned anymore, it shouldn't be shafted this hard. Like, it shouldn't be the worst in the entire world. It should be the best.
Tim Hortons. Oh, cause that ass, I used to get bare coffee, but like my appetite went deceased, yo. Fuck y'all, Tim Hortons, yo. But bro, I'm telling y'all, bro. I need me some breakfast from Tim Hortons, yo. High-key, it's starting to hit back as if it was like 2016. So you know what I'm saying? Tim Hortons every day of the second semester in the morning for breakfast. I don't think that shit's healthy. Yeah, bro, what's y'all's go-to Tim's order, bro? Come on.
This is breaking news. I've heard from multiple sources. 4 locations in Grimsby, Ontario. The owner has fired all of its Canadian staff and is going to be replacing them with temporary foreign workers. All of these staff members, they've been there for 10, 15, 20 years. All of them are going to be let go. And this is happening not just at this Tim Hortons locations, these 4 in Grimsby, but it's happening all across the province. And that is why I am boycotting Tim Hortons. I never go to Tim Hortons to buy their coffee, to buy their junk food. And they pretend to be a Canadian company working for the Canadian community. And this is what they're doing. They're firing Canadian-born and Canadian workers and hiring temporary foreign workers to maximize their bottom line. And they don't give a shit about the community. And honestly, their food is garbage. Please share this video. Let the world know that this is happening. And Tim Hortons is actively going down this campaign of replacing Canadian workers with modern-day slave labor. By the way, Tim Hortons has been lobbying the government to remove the cap for temporary foreign workers. So this is all part of the plan. They're systematically trying to do this. And now this is happening across even more locations in this country. I am never, ever spending another dollar here again. No coffee, none of the garbage donuts or bagels. This company is a disgrace, using the name and the face of Canadians to pretend that they have this good image for the community when they're actually the complete opposite. They are garbage. They're a garbage company. They're not even Canadian.
Yeah, plain bagel toasted with cream cheese and bacon on top. That's all the bacon you get nowadays from Tim Hortons. It's as if they're scared to fucking touch pork or something, eh? Fucking goddamn it, get the fuck out of the country for fuck's sakes.
This video went viral and most people immediately blamed the employee, saying she's in customer service and should just do her job. But during that argument, she said something that caught my attention.
They pay for do your job, right? I just
They are not even paying us.
She said, they're not even paying us. So we decided to look deeper. And what we found out is shocking. Multiple workers from this Tim Hortons in downtown Edmonton and this one in White Avenue reached out to us. They claim these locations are allegedly run by the same Indian women. According to these workers, they're allegedly promised LMIA support or help toward permanent residency. In return, they're asked to pay $30,000, sometimes spread out over time. And if they can't afford it, they're allegedly told to work for free or for extremely low wages until their immigration situation is secured. This isn't one bad day. This isn't one rude employee. This isn't a customer service issue. This is alleged systemic exploitation of vulnerable workers who are scared to speak up because their future in this country depends on it. And to everyone commenting, these jobs should go to Canadians, but you're missing the point. Canadians can't be controlled like this. Canadians can quit, complain, and report abuse. That's why temporary residents are targeted. So next time you see a worker snap, stop and think. The real problem isn't the person behind the counter. The real problem is the system behind the business and the people getting away with it.
And we are struggling here. You don't even know how our mental peace is harassed here.
Doesn't matter.
Oh my god. Never going to a fucking Tim Hortons ever again. And let me tell you why. They fuck up your order. They don't fucking listen to you. I've had to switch one donut from a different donut already. And the thing is, it's fine when I live in the city or close to a Tim Hortons. There's a difference when you want a snack for on the way home when you don't live in the city and you live in a rural community. Tim Hortons, you need to do fucking better. Come on. My mom used to work for you guys. At that time, they were fine. What the fuck is going on? Your employees don't fucking do shit. It takes 10 minutes for someone to make a bagel. Yet, I got the wrong fucking thing. I ordered a toasted plain bagel with herb and garlic cheese and bacon. With extra fucking bacon. I'm bitching, complaining, because this is not what I fucking ordered. This is an everything bagel, a breakfast sandwich, a sausage breakfast sandwich on an everything bagel. Are you fucking kidding me, Tim Hortons? Get your shit together. Hire employees who will fucking listen to customers. Or maybe you should check with your employees and have them physically check their fucking food that they're handing to. I don't know what to fucking tell you. It's no matter what, every single fucking Canadian in this country is annoyed because guaranteed their order is fucked up at least a little bit. I'm not eating this because I didn't ask for it. Also, I have Crohn's, so there's certain shit I cannot have. This is me crashing out. If you haven't dealt or haven't noticed. I'm crashing out over a fucking bagel, Tim Hortons. Really? Come on! Fucking pathetic. Every Canadian can agree with me on this, like, wow.
Here's the hard truth. Tim Hortons isn't losing customers because Canadians suddenly stopped loving coffee. They're losing customers because something fundamental changed, and people can feel it. When a brand becomes iconic, it's not just about the product, it's about trust, consistency, familiarity. You walk in and you know what you're getting. Same taste, same speed, same feeling. That consistency used to be Tim Hortons' superpower. Now, it feels unpredictable. One location is fine, another is chaos. One coffee tastes right, the next tastes watered down. Wait times stretch. Orders get mixed up. Smiles feel rushed. And when that inconsistency becomes the norm, customers don't get angry forever. They just quietly leave. That's the dangerous part, because outrage is loud, but indifference? That's silent and deadly for a brand. Let's be honest about what's likely happening. Corporate expansion, cost cutting, pressure on franchise owners, staffing challenges, inflation squeezing margins. When a company prioritizes scale and efficiency over experience, the customer feels it instantly. You can automate processes. You can streamline supply chains. You can squeeze labor budgets. But you can't automate pride. And when pride disappears from a brand that built its identity on being Canadian, people notice. Tim Hortons used to feel local, even though it was massive. Now it feels massive and not very local. That shift matters because Canadians don't just buy coffee. They buy routine. They buy familiarity. They buy identity. And when customers feel like they're just another transaction, loyalty fades. Now here's the bigger issue. Once people build new habits, it's extremely hard to win them back. If someone switches to McDonald's coffee and it's faster, more consistent, cheaper, why would they return? Brand nostalgia only carries you so far. At the end of the day, customers ask one simple question: is this worth my money? Right now, a growing number of Canadians are answering that question with no. And that should worry leadership more than any viral rant ever could. Because when a national icon starts losing emotional connection with its core audience, it's not a PR problem. It's a structural problem. This isn't about blaming frontline workers. It's not about attacking individuals. It's about leadership decisions, standards, training, quality control, corporate priorities. If Tim Hortons wants to stop the bleeding, it has to rebuild three things: consistency, quality, trust. Without those, it's just another fast food chain with a maple leaf in the logo. And Canadians expect more than that. So the real question isn't whether Tim Hortons is losing customers. The real question is, will they change before it's too late? What do you think? Have you noticed the difference? Are you still loyal, or have you moved on? Let me know in the comments. And if you want honest conversations about where Canadian brands and institutions are headed, subscribe. Because these conversations aren't going away. Not anytime soon.